Voted today on several races. The results are in Charleston, we have to wait a couple of extra weeks to find out who replaced Mayor Joe Riley, who of course is retiring after 40 years in office. We are headed to a runoff.
John Tecklenburg received more than 8,900 votes, edging out Leon Stavronakis, who got just under 8,600. They will face off in 2 weeks in a runoff. Jenny Deeren came in a distant third. William Dudley Gregory, Maurice Washington, and Toby Smith all trailed. We have team coverage on the Charleston mayoral race tonight. We are live at both Leon Stavronakis' and John Tecklenburg's watch parties.
Yeah, we'll get to Rebecca Collette at the Stavronakis party in just a little bit. First of all, we want to head to Folly Road where we find News 2's Matt Elba at the Tecklenburg party. A happy bunch there tonight, Matt.
Hey, good evening, guys. Well, just a few short minutes ago, I spoke with John Tecklenburg, now potential Mayor John Tecklenburg. He walked into the Med Bistro here in West Ashley about an hour ago to a screaming room full of campaign supporters, many of them yelling, "Go Tech, go Tech." And, you know, they'd been confident from the start. As soon as they got out of the car tonight, John Tecklenburg told me that, you know what, we got this. So right now, as you can still see behind me, a lot of campaign supporters here. You can hear the excitement. When I spoke with Mr. Tecklenburg just moments ago, he told me tonight was a huge victory and it's great to be #1. He says he was uplifted by the citizens of Charleston. He told me his confidence throughout the campaign is an affirmation of two things. He said this is very positive. He stuck with the issues and quality of life for residents. Now, transportation and infrastructure. He said transportation, infrastructure, those are two of his main campaign priorities, and his confidence is an affirmation of the people of Charleston's support for Mr. Tecklenburg. He also told me he believes that the people of Charleston don't want a career politician. They want someone like him who has tons of business experience. So just a few minutes ago, we spoke with him. Take a listen to what he had to say.
Well, it's uplifting as the whole campaign process has been, because my whole life of business and helping folks has been really learning the heart of our community, and I feel that that's so important. And I feel that Charleston's aspirations are to just try to make Charleston an even better place to live. Our future is very bright, and I'm looking forward to working with our citizens to make our hometown the very best it can be.
Now, Mr. Tecklenburg also told me that being a businessman will also have a huge impact on the way he could work for the citizens of Charleston. He said when he takes over as mayor, it's going to be like taking over a $175 million enterprise. Again, these campaign supporters here in West Ashley certainly excited about tonight's victory, and we'll have more coverage. John Tecklenburg also just told me that he plans on being at our midday show tomorrow on News 2 at 11. But right now, we're live in West Ashley. I'm Matt Alba. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Okay, Matt, thank you. Now, Leon Stavronakis not far behind Tecklenburg in the polls. We want to go live to Rebecca Collette, West Ashley. Rebecca, I say not far behind, but for most of the night, Leon Stavronakis had the lead, but lost it late to Tecklenburg.
And I actually think that a lot of people in this room were surprised. It's cleared out now. Things are being broken down. But this was a packed room. The energy here was palpable. What's really interesting, Brendan, is that Stavronakis actually had the opposite view. He says that the voters here don't need a developer in office. Instead, they need someone with a track record, someone who's proven themselves already in office. I asked him about falling behind there at the very end, and what he attributed that to was the negative campaigning that we saw here in the last couple of weeks.
And now the city voters need to know that they have a clear choice. If they're worried about traffic and growth, they have a candidate who has worked and funded roads and supports 526, always has, who has stood up to the groups opposing the project, and who has passed a growth management plan for the unincorporated areas and knows how to get it done for our city, as opposed to a candidate, who can't say any of that and in fact is a developer.
So whoever wins this runoff certainly comes into office facing several challenges, I-526 being one of the major ones, as well as the traffic congestion, flooding, and of course affordable housing in Charleston. We're live in Charleston tonight. I'm going to send it back to you guys.
All right, Rebecca Collette in West Ashley with the very latest. And we remind you that the runoff for the Charleston mayoral race will happen 2 weeks from tonight. We'll keep you posted on that on air as well as online.